Okay, check sound. Kong king kong kong kang king king. Shout out to Tara Art for inspiring me. No, more like I'm copycatting him. Welcome to my channel. Good night, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Selamat pagi dan petang teruntuk yang akan menonton siaran ini secara replay. I hope you guys are gonna be entertained as much as I am. Jadi kita akan melanjutkan cerita Alan Wake 2. Ini ngelag banget ya. Pelan-pelan. Khususnya lower floor medical storage. Alur cerita si Saga Anderson. Saga Anderson is a FBI agent who's involved in the mysterious case of a missing person in Cauldron Lake, Bright Falls. He stumbled upon this creature. Ngomong apa sih gua? I'm sorry about Yako.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Yako was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken. You kill the ones who already have. How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just a name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing. Not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
Oke, jadi si
My
Ilmo
brother.
ini dia bertujuan untuk membunuh Alan Wake karena dia menganggap bahwa semua keburukan dan petaka yang terjadi di Bright Fall itu disebabkan oleh Alan Wake dan cerita
You were the better
atau
Cusco.
tulisan-tulisan
Much
horornya.
bigger than me.
Tapi si karakter kita, Sega Anderson, itu dia nggak setuju. Dia tahu kalau sebenarnya yang jahat itu adalah kembarannya Alan Wake,
Vito.
or more like his alter ego, Mr. Scratch. Dialah yang menulis cerita horor tersebut. Tapi kita nggak tahu sebenarnya apa yang terjadi.
I'm so sorry, Yako.
At least itulah yang dijelaskan selama ini.
Scratch is Wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
Jadi biar gue kenalin dulu. Ini adalah Mrs. gue lupa namanya. Dia adalah seorang agent dari departemen lain, yaitu FBC, Federal Bureau of Control. Mereka bertugas untuk menangani fenomena-fenomena supranatural. Sedangkan kita adalah agent FBI. Nah, kalau ini dia namanya Alex Casey. Dia adalah karakter utama di novelnya Alan Wake. Nah, kita masih belum tahu nih Alex Casey ini muncul karena dia ditulis Alan Wake atau dia memang sebenarnya udah ada atau memang kebetulan aja ada karakter yang sama. Itu masih menjadi misteri. Oke, kali kita ngobrol sama si agent FBC dulu dah.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
Bentar. Property Force SDR-nya terlalu gelap. Kalau Force SDR filter nggak usah. Ini loh.
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
Bentar. Ini mukanya kelihatan. Ya, bentar. Kita force SDR. Mukanya silau. Tapi warnanya bagus. Tapi mukanya silau. Ya sudah. Prison cell.
One more thing,
key.
there's an FBC research station at Cauldron Lake. The Lake House. Now that you're part of the team, I think you should hear all the gory details. Misery loves company.
Oke, sekarang kita direkrut menjadi salah satu agent FBC.
What happened at the lake house?
You're about to begin the lake house expansion. Do you wish to continue? Not yet. Oke, sekarang kita nanya sama Alex Casey.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, oh, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough.
Jadi ceritanya tuh gimana gue cari jelasannya? Lupakan lah guys. Select source data. Back. Refresh. Nah. The story is changing your memory.
The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story. Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Oke, jadi si Alex Casey itu menganggap bahwa sebenarnya nggak ada itu yang namanya Mr. Scratch. Ini semua ulahnya Alan Wake. Kira-kira seperti itu. Oke, kita mungkin pertama kali ke caseboard kali ya. Sebelum memulai,
Shouldn't spend time on old questions.
anjir banyak banget. Lunchbox. Sabar, Bright Falls. Kita susun dulu guys sambil mengisi waktu luang. Coffee. Bright Fall. Bright Fall. Emang agak ngebosenin sih, cuma ya. Just bear with me. Because Wick wrote the story, only Wick can edit it. How to stop the story?
Wake needs to be the one to rewrite the ending. And I'll need to keep an eye on him.
Anderson. Only immune to the effect of the story because of a hereditary power. Kok bisa?
Makes sense.
Will my
The story doesn't affect me like it does other people. Because of who I am. Because of my family.
Like Ender Prison.
The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light. At least that makes sense.
Okay, just bear with me. For a moment. Bright Fall. Colder Lake. Let me put all this paper into the caseboard. Watery. We already got all the watery. Bright Falls. Bright Falls again. Bright Falls. Bright Falls. Now you only need the cold stage in the colder lake. In fiction, KZ. KZ, my life in watery.
I never did any of these things. It's like some bad soap opera version of my life.
Connection to Thor and Odin. Why did Mom leave? Angel's remorse. What man did Thor drive away my father?
The way Tor behaved? I'm surprised my mom hung around for as long as she did. But he is genuinely sorry.
Thor not a good dad. Reckless pushing my father away was last straw for mom. Terlalu simplifikasi sih ceritanya. Menurut gue agak kurang.
Tor and Odin can actually speak with me in my mind place. Thanks to their own powers. I know what is real and what isn't. A megalomaniac writer can't make me doubt that. I have more family than I even knew. And I need to protect them all.
Kenapa ya? Kayak ini tuh udah kemasukan agenda walk, jadi aduh, kurang banget sih ceritanya. Kalau dibanding sama Alan Wake 1, Watery. Bright Fall. Brightfall. 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 Lighthouse. Mana lighthouse? Strange Doll, Cauldron Lake, Watery. Cauldron Lake. Fake correspondent dengan karakter. Strange Doll. Who are these? Who made them? Downtown Watery.
Okay.
Think we finish. We need one more doll and I think one more cauldron like rhymes. The Anderson brother. Case closed.
Wake wrote Logan into the story. He had no right to use her like this. There is still time to make him fix it. I won't give him a choice.
Tar. Ilmu. The common equation are taken oleh cause. Ilmu kan. Caught looking for someone. Ini apa cok? Nah, ini. Why do they want to kill Wake? His neighborhood of Scratch. I'm looking for with Wake or Scratch operating on their own. I see. Go. To protect Brightfall and Water. It was meant to display taken, not create them. Acting only victim to become monster.
That's not right.
Code ritual. Useful linking code activity to Wake. Who's involved? Called psychology.
Doesn't look right.
The Mughal stood in front of the small gathering. Mughal was one of the most. His school welcome crown of the Grandmaster. Psychology. Symbol. What kind of ini apa coy? Code symbol. Consumer inspired by FBC logo, also drugs. To take the writers out. Oke. Ini dua taruh mana anjir? Code ritual.
Think.
Who's involved? Ilmu Anyako. Okay. No script. Unread, kita read semua ya. Profiling radio. Kita kok belum profiling si Casey.
I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head. Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared. Scratch was pretending to be awake, manipulating me. What does he want from me? No! I'm in control here. It's my mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker. I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was. Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time. Wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual. So the Cult of the Tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing is what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
This is the kind of case my ex hated. The ones that might kill me.
That's funny.
The cult didn't trust Wake.
It might kill me or
Or is it Scratch? Wake isn't the first person the Dark Presence disguised itself as. The lake is a gateway to the Dark Place. What the hell is a para-utilitarian? The clicker amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent. Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps. I need to know what information I can still trust. Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do.
Good evening, Jackie bro. Brother. Cek. Anta. Tar. Okay. How are you today, brother? Long time no see, Mr. Teacher. Come up with a new plan. How the hell do we do that?
I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left. We won't let these fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Ilmo.
How was your working day? Mr. Green Headphones. Thank God you are wearing. Should I open my clothes? It's pretty decent day because finally they gave us another assignment because I was bored to the death for a few days because I don't have any task at hand. Finally, I have a goal in mind, something to do. Every day I'm just waiting to go home and play my game. Come up with the new plan. How the hell do we do that? Exam season going on, wedding season 2 and cold season 2, very busy month. You are always busy, my friend. Unlike me.
Whatever all that was about, it sounded real fishy to me.
Yep. A lot of fishy stuff happening around here recently.
Whatever all
Haven't
that
you
was
noticed?
about, it sounded
I've
real
noticed.
fishy
That's
to
the
me.
game too dark.
A lot of
Believe
fishy
me.
stuff
Or
happening
it's still
around here recently.
okay. I'm kinda confused. How the hell do we come up with a plan? Shoebox downtown overlap. Come up with a plan. All right, profiling. We gotta do some profiling. Let's ask Uncle Thor. Trusting Wake.
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. He told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
I see, so we need to rescue Alan Wake in the dark place so he can write the story that we want and save everyone. What the heck? Come up with a plan. Profiling. I'm confused, brother. Kinda stuck here because caseboard. Because the game just tell me to come up with a plan. Emotionally weak monster. That you mean by your senior, that quote unquote, ended his life. The game gave us a yellowy thing, but look around. Previous murder calls test the story. Previous murder calls 3 blah 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 the story. 4 letter. What the hell? Load. Written 6 scratch. I think we need to switch back to Alan Wake so we can come up with the plan, I guess. What happened like house? Come up with new plan. Let me ask Mr. Google. Alan Wake to come up with a plan. With new plan. What do you come up with new plan part? Somebody asked the same question as me. Dang. See if there's anything to do in my place. Sometimes look like progress. So stuck for me on the place to case file on the board. Stuck here as well. I mean, then it's just time click all the FEC station. Talk to everyone in the police station, including Ilmo, Murang, blah blah blah. Get ready to rock. It's reality. People don't value you until you have money. Don't. That's kinda deep. What happened, brother? Tell me. Tell me, and we might come up with a solution. Talk to everybody in station. I already talked to everybody in
An electrical lock system with no failsafe. Smart.
Oh, we haven't checked the computer. Conversation, new choice. They do need to give us more. Wake and the clicker, finally. Email about newly installed electronic. Definitely identified as paranormal dam, label its power, blah blah blah. Rescue.
The clicker can fix this, but I can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help.
Okay, come up with new plan. Really? The game really suck when it comes to telling the player what they need to do, you know. Always this vague profiling. Okay, now we gotta do the profiling. People until you have money. So now you are a rich people, brother. Maybe you can give me some money. Long range. Its will similarly reduce the time between shot. Kill shots and focus way home. Bullets penetrate the enemy darkness shield. Damn.
Aiming through the scope, Saga could see the flickering darkness that protected the Taken. Saw it waver and jerk. Saw a shifting opening in it. There, she fired, sending the bullet through to find its way home.
Now we can penetrate the dark armor. To enter improve focus mode, this mode granting perfect accuracy, pulse toward enemy with spot and deal increased damage. Nice.
Saga stood still, emptying her mind, focusing, breathing in, breathing out. She aimed the rifle, ready for the kill shot.
And he's got feedback loop. Between shot. And he's gone. Auto fire. The gunsmith. Shout off. Move faster while aiming. I think we gotta
Saga
go.
fired the rifle, hit the Taken again, pulled back the bolt to reload. She fired again, another hit, faster, again, yet faster, again. A strange, lethal feedback loop forming, speeding up.
Okay, now we gotta do the profiling with Thor to rescue Alan Wake.
Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
Okay, finally. Come on, okay, sport deduction available nggak tuh? Silit.
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
So only Alan Wake can change reality with the clicker. Sometimes the clicker like to pull Wake out of the dark place. Okay, come up with the new plan.
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good.
Share plan with KZ and Estaves. I've got a plan. We gotta tell Estaves.
So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
This is beginning of the end of the game. Driving on a lake, you need to save your game first. Exploring driving order area will be limited if you choose to continue. I see. So I guess this is the point of no return. Not yet.
Not just yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
Okay, let's save the game manually. Return to return 6, and then we still had a lot of things to build, you know. Weak status. Alex Casey lunchbox. We miss one W3 area and Cauldron Lake. Really? God stays. We miss Cauldron Lake. Nursery Rhyme. We miss Strange Dolls. If I stream when I do the grinding. Oh dear dinner. I think it's gonna not be a good choice. So I think I want to switch back to Alan Wake. The game is too dark, brother. And then try to continue the Wake side of story before we
It's empty. There's nothing there, just dark.
Well, we better be heading out. Nothing. Left for us here anymore.
Agreed. Who knows? Maybe she'll come.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. He still checks in, even after he moved out west.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment, her whole life.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
I needed to get inside the manuscript. Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for. There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography? can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in, try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end. Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript. The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice. Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation. It could not be opened on this side. It was locked from the other side. I don't have time for this, so let's get it over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors, peeking in, reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our night springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
Whatever you say.
Check. I think I know what happened.
Door, Zane. The masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
I think Mr. Door, which is the previous man, is Saga's Anderson father, because he is black and Saga is black. And Saga's father has been missing from the first time. From the day he's been returned. Escape the talk show studio. Okay. We can say 5. The road is blocked by a lot of stuff. What the fuck?
Wake.
I couldn't force it open.
Alan Wake. Wake. I just want to say. Wake. You can't stop this story. Alan Wake. I've written so much.
Hurry, Tom.
Wake.
Here is the light at the end of the tunnel. If you come in last, you won't be happy.
Alan Wake. I drown. I just want to go home. Wake.
The door wouldn't budge.
Alan Wake. Wake. Alan Wake. Wake.
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta con what set the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom, like you have put me. Herkele, sehän oliski.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and Yötön Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear, that it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos you artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi. The door wouldn't open.
Wake.
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. They were important, even if I didn't know what to do with them yet.
Alan Wake. I'm lost in the dark. Wake. It never was your wake. Alan Wake. Alan Wake. Alan Wake. Stop using the words. Wake. Alan Wake.
I'm no way out. There's no way out. It's deeper. This is hell. I'm in hell. I died. I wish I was dead. Let me die. I just want to sleep. Please. Let me sleep. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I've written so much. I write. There's nothing left. It's all gone. I don't know how to write. All the words are gone. There's no more words. Where do they go? Did I eat the words? I recognize these words. Who are the words moving? Oh, this is familiar. Why is this familiar? I've been here before. Have I said this before? I've read this somewhere. Where am I? Who am I? Alan Wake. Wake? That's a strange name, eh? Wake? That sounds like a character name. I write that name up? I make that one name up? I don't want to be a character. I want to be the story. Just write these out of the story. Ram these words down your throat. Make you choke on these words. Oh, I know the words. Secret words. You can't take the words. I eat the words. These are my words. Stop using the words. The words. Call to the word. This isn't your story. It never was your story. The story is a monster. The story will eat you alive. The darkness is coming. The darkness inside. This is my story. You're in my story. Get out of my story. You are a character in my story. You can't stop the story. This story will go on forever. There's no escape. You will never escape. You will drown here. You're stuck in a loop. You don't have a clue. You're lost. You lost the plot. I'll show you.
To get to Parliament Tower, I needed to find a murder site. Zane would know where to find one.
Inside this messy maze of blood trails I was chasing the cult through, I ran into the filmmaker, Thomas Zane, an esoteric bohemian with a hard-on for acts of cruelty performed in the name of occult nonsense. A director wants to control every aspect of the world in their films. Is a cult leader any different? Was Zane just another alias for Scratch? There was a rumor that Wake and Zane had been working on something together. I was gonna get the truth out of Zane with whatever means necessary.
Alan Wake. Alan Wake.
Chosen to pursue the cult, or had they chosen me for some unknowable purpose? To be a demon, to sort the clues based on my interpretation, to change that which I observed. It was all a play. Shadows on the wall of the cave, an echo of the true events that happened somewhere else. Was I there to watch the shadows, or was I a shadow too? In a performance set up for someone else.
Zane's room, 665, was upstairs. The elevator would take me there. I needed a new draft of the... Something told me Zane wouldn't be happy to see me this time. I'm in control now. The second you try anything, I will shoot you in the head! Scratch wrote return, not me. You're a fucking liar!
You'd given up. You stopped writing. You said it was too dangerous, that we didn't deserve to get out. And then he showed up. Scratch. He promised to write. To get me the hell out of here. He was magnificent. A visionary. I mean, it was art. But then, when he finished, he took return and left me behind.
It's still here, and so is he.
I know I fucked up. But you can still catch him before he gets out, before he gets to your wife. When you get to him, don't hesitate. Kill the bastard for what he did to us. There's a murder site in my cinema where my film Nightless Night is playing.
I told you not to try anything! I had to find the movie theater Poet Cinema. The next murder site was there. Zane had created the film in tandem with Return to escape the dark place.
Alan Wake.
I could see the searchlight beams of the movie theater on the far side of the plaza. door wouldn't budge. The theater appeared to be closed. Maybe the ticket could still get me in.
Please enjoy the film, sir.
Something kept me going. A broken man. No hope, no prospects, no love. Too stubborn to die. Like a cockroach with a misguided sense of honor and justice in a city where there can never be justice.
Stop using the words!
The cinema lobby was a gateway to other realities on the silver screen. I could set a scene here.
I felt like I'd been on this case looking for the cult of the word for a lifetime or more. The only case I'd ever been on. They would surface from the dark with their depraved acts of violence and fade back into the night, leaving behind bloody crime scenes and clues heavy with obscure meanings that led nowhere. Arriving at the cinema, I felt a monumental, terrifying revelation trembling before me, ready to open its jaws and swallow me whole.
This place had significance to the cult. There was something to use there. The main event was the murder. I had to find my way to it. The first step toward the murder site. I was making progress. I was missing something.
How do you run from an idea, from a thought, from a story that lives in your head? You can't escape your fears. You carry your monsters with you. The devil on your back, it's in you. You're running right back to it. A loop. I have to stop. Stop running. Stop writing. I won't write another word. It's too dangerous. Only horror comes out of it. People get hurt. I will let the currents of this ocean wash me away. But what if I forget why I stopped? What if I forget I stopped at all? That is fucked up. If that happens, I'll start writing again.
Did I stop writing at some point? I can't stop. There's too much at stake.